It's a cartoon, people. Jeez. Ack. Really taking this little show and projecting all your shit onto it. Either side of the aisle is being silly. It's a freaking cartoon for freaking adults. Some of these reviews are like treatises on queer culture, politics, even animation itself. Oh, please. Nobody cares about your anonymous review, your outrage, or why you think this is so spot on. It is something designed to be simply be a distraction. I don't know what freaking planet y'all are living on, but I could use a little distraction these days, and 30 minutes of this does just that. If you're going to use the show as your Rorschach test, that says more about you than the actual show. Guys, I didn't think it was possible, but we may have just found a Q-Force stan. Hello everybody, my name is AppsNatlis, and welcome on back to another epic video. Now, I'm gonna be real with you, I'm absolutely terrified after reading that review, and just the fact that Q-Force has been released about 5 days ago, exactly. Yeah, they dropped Q-Force somehow, and 10 episodes I think they have released so far, or either that's the first season, I don't really know. Now, you probably saw the trailer or the teaser trailer or whatever. If you haven't, don't look it up. Don't watch it, please. Save yourself while you still can. Like, do anything else with your time. That would be better than watching that trailer. But yeah, I want to be fair in my review about it, okay? So I'm not gonna, just watch the trailer and the teaser trailer and the first 10 minutes of the show and make conclusions about the whole show based on that. That wouldn't be fair. So I will be uploading a video whenever I finish the show, if I even live to tell the tale, right? But yeah, I will be uploading a review on the show, in maybe like a few weeks or something like that. But yeah, the show just dropped, and I'm gonna be real with you. IMDb, it's looking like a flaming hellhole. That's all I'll tell you. But yeah, we're gonna hop right into that. First, if you enjoyed today's video, click that subscribe button. Leave a like on this video if you enjoy. And yeah, hope you enjoy. So, as you can see here, I am on the IMDb page, and currently the rating stands at 5.8 out of 10. And yeah, that's definitely not a good rating. That's quite a crappy rating to be honest with you. But keep in mind, like, I'm gonna be real with you. I thought this show's rating would be a lot fucking lower. So I don't know. I guess congrats for not being bombed into oblivion. I guess. Keep in mind though, it only has 1.5k reviews right now, or ratings on IMDb right now, and it's only been out for a week. So I'm sure there will be much more ratings to follow. All right. Now, this entire page is just kind of a fucking mess, dude. Listen, yeah, so we go to here to episodes, and the top rated episode is 6.7 out of 10 stars, okay? And yeah, that's still kind of sucky. Like, that is the best episode, huh? But then we go over here, this one has 7.1 out of 10 stars. Huh? Like, so is this not the top rated one then? I don't even know. Then, of course, we have the storyline description right here. This series is about a group of undervalued LGBTQ super spies and is centered on a gay secret agent who is like James Bond. Steve Merriweather, also known as Agent Mary, as they try to prove themselves on personal and professional adventures. One day, Mary decides to prove himself to the American Intelligence Agency, the AIA, solve a case, but they have to add a new member to the team, a straight guy. Bum, bum, bum. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. That is, based on what I've read in the reviews already, that is not like the full synopsis. Like, their reality is an actual plot. But like, why would you make this this is your selling point? They had to add a straight person to their team, guys. Bum, bum, bum. Will they live to tell? Will they live to finish telling the tale? I guess not. Okay, I don't know. We'll have to find out, right? All right. So yeah, now I think we're gonna take a bit of time and just react to some of these reviews. And since I haven't watched the whole thing yet, let's hear from some people who have. Alright. Q-Force looks good, and I'm gonna watch it. I hate to break it to you guys, but Q-Force isn't the big thing standing between us and queer liberation. You guys are acting like a show about twinks is the reason that homophobia exists. Newsflash, homophobes were already homophobes before the trailer dropped. Makes us all look bad? Cool, why would we care what straight people think of us? Well, I don't act like that. Cool, you don't have to relate to every single queer character in the media. The problem comes from the fact that you think because you don't act like that, you are better than the people that do. Okay, first of all, oh my god, this review just makes me feel, I don't know, man, I'm losing all faith in humanity at this point. Like, for real, the sheer mindset behind this, okay? First of all, you haven't even watched it yet, you dumbass. Why the fuck are you reviewing it? Seriously? I get it. You know, it's getting a lot of hate, but at least watch it before you make a fucking review on IMDb. You're not giving us anything here. You're just giving us a hot take. Second, it's such a big... No, of course it's not the big thing standing between us and queer liberation. Yeah, no shit. You're just... Oh my god. You're exaggerating. You're, like, extrapolating, like, criticisms of the show and, like, applying that, like, oh, we're saying that, oh, the show misrepresents queer people, and then you're saying, this is the... Oh, yeah, so you guys think that this is the big thing standing between us and queer liberation. Like, no, that's not what we fucking said. You're mischaracterizing our argument. Secondly, you're acting like it's the reason homophobia exists. Once again, that's not what we said. Makes us all look bad. Cool, why would we care what straight people think about us? Look, oh my god, dude. Like for real, like, yeah, some people care what other people think about us. Yeah, we live in a fucking society. I hate to break it to you. Humans are, like, live off of social interaction. So yes, some people don't want to be fucking bullied every day, you know, because these stereotypes are still perpetuated. Yes, people care what people think of them, because, you know, if they don't think the right things about them, then that can lead to them getting bullied, harassed, etc. Well, I don't act like that. Cool, you don't have to relate to every single queer character in the media. But this is not a diverse cast. This is not a diverse representation. It is simply stereotypes, and it is perpetuating those stereotypes. It is a show based on stereotypes, and that, you know, for a lot of people aren't fucking true. So yeah, that is the problem people have with the show. The problem is you think because you don't act like that, you are better than the people that do. No, we just want fucking representation that's accurate. Like, yes, there's people in the population that, you know, act like that. I get it. But not everyone does, and you're, like, trying to, you know, make it like, I don't know, dude. Like, man, this take just makes me just disappointed in our society. Okay, so obviously that one was kind of a stupid take, right? Pretty inflammatory and, you know, mischaracterizing the other side's argument. So, you know what? I want to give, you know, the people that do like the show a fair chance to actually represent themselves, right? Because if I just posted that and say, that's what all people who rate Q Force 10 out of 10 say, then I would be doing the same thing I was mad about the other person doing, mischaracterizing the other side's argument. Alright, so yeah, 10 out of 10 stars. The trailer was absolute garbage. I can agree with that. But the show is pretty great. I actually had a lot of fun watching it and laughed out loud multiple times. The characters grow on you after a few episodes. Of course, some jokes fall flat, which were only the ones shown in the trailer, but most of them have good built up and don't need stereotypes. It feels like a great mix of parody and slice of life. If you're looking for something serious, no, that's not it. It has its moments of seriousness which are executed, but being funny is the main focus of the show, which it did very well in my opinion. Would love to get another season. Okay, so honestly, you know, this was a pretty good review. Like, I, you know, agreed with it. It was definitely, you know, moderate. It definitely admitted, you know, like, the trailer, you know, the jokes weren't funny, okay? And, but I do feel like they bring up some good points, you know. You know, some jokes fall flat, but, of course, you know, in any show it will, right? But, I don't know, this person says that the jokes are better in the actual show itself. Now, I wouldn't know because I haven't watched it yet. So, giving the show the benefit of the doubt is you know, what we should be doing, right? Like, you know, they admit, you know, it's a parody and a slice of life, which, you know, I would definitely, for the most part, agree with. Yeah, it's not like meant to be, you know, serious. I get that. definitely. So, and they admit it's not about seriousness, which is definitely, I understand that take, and it, respectable take, I guess. Q forced question mark 6 out of 10 stars. You know that feeling of curiosity when a show only gets rating on either end of the spectrum? Yeah, me too. So I watched the first 2 episodes. If you are like me, not offended by LGBTQ themes, but neither care too much, then Q Force is only a mediocre show. Just the discourse around a show is not enough to justify its existence, and this is really what Q Force is. It's either meant to rile up or to make people feel morally superior. Underneath is a cast of okay characters that I don't see developing much depth. I chuckled at some of the jokes, like the Tracy Chapman one in the first episode. Some or many of the jokes I might have missed being not the target audience. Story wise, it's aimed at young teens, I guess, kind of flashy, fast paced, but also kind of flat. Animation is good. If you want to get riled up or instill a sense of moral superiority, then this might be for you. If you want to kick back on the couch after a long day, then go find something else with a bit more quality. It really isn't that bad though, just not good either. Q Force will probably run for a couple more seasons if it doubles down on the social issues and then gets discarded on the pile of shows no one remembers. Let's hope. Let's hope so, man. So yeah, I definitely get that feeling of curiosity too. Um, yeah, so that's why I'm watching it. I want to find out. Like, we've been, we it's been hyped up and whatnot for so long, and we want to see if it's actually a flop or it's actually redeemable, or like maybe it's even like super good. Who fucking knows? Yeah, so it is a mediocre show, which is, yeah, I mean, let's be real. I don't think, with the amount of stuff we saw in the trailer, I don't think this has the potential to be anything more than mediocre. All right. Underneath is a cast of okay characters, and I don't know, some of the jokes are funny, okay, which is a common theme, right? So this person says that the target audience here is young teens, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If that is the case, I feel like they kind of fucking missed like a lot. Okay, you got to understand, like, if you're trying to hit the new LGBTQ plus community, this is way off the mark. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's a generational gap there. You kind of have the older queer people who are, I don't know. They're more kind of flamboyant and whatnot and everything like that. Um, and then whereas the LGBTQ youth, it's kind of a different story. It's a lot less of that feeling, I guess, right? And as far as jokes go, yeah, these jokes feel like they're from 2005, at least from what I've seen, or they're just kind of raunchy, I guess. I don't know. So I don't know if they're gonna hit that target audience. All right. But yeah, if you want a quality show, I guess don't go here. I'm not sure what they're saying here about riled up, or like instilling a sense of moral superiority. Because at the end of the day, dude, I don't know, man. The show is not like the best kind of thing for like activism, right? Because it's kind of a show for shits and giggles. If I'm being honest with you. Unfunny stereotyping boredom. 1 out of 10 stars. If this show were made 20 years ago, it may have passed when we were desperate for LGBTQIA plus content, but the world of queer representation has developed a lot since then. Q4 sets it back. Regardless of the gay cliches, the story itself was boring, the comedy wasn't funny, the characters were dull, and the animation quality was blah. What gets me in these reviews is the people who like the show who are offended by the people who are offended by it. Chill. We don't all have to enjoy what you enjoy. No one is saying you shouldn't enjoy this. I just didn't because it was a disaster from my perspective. Yeah, you know what? I mean, this is kind of my fucking take in a nutshell, dude. It's just, yeah, it's not a good representation, and a lot of people, it is a thing for like, especially the LGBTQ plus community. We want representation. We're always looking for it, or sometimes, right? But like, the back 20 years ago, right, we didn't have like super good representation, like you know what, so I guess people were hopeful for anything they could get, right? But now the dynamic has really changed so much, where there is so much more LGBTQ plus representation, content, right? And we have so much more variety and frankly so much more good quality. And this feels like a step in the wrong direction. And yeah, I definitely agree with the second paragraph. Like, holy fuck. Like chill out, would you? Huh? Like, you're getting offended because we are offended by it. And yeah, it's fine if you want to enjoy the show. But like I'm sitting here and saying no, I don't agree with the show. I don't think it was funny, and frankly, I feel like it kind of doesn't represent the community well at all, right? But yeah, no one's saying you can't enjoy Q Force if you like it, right? We're just saying that yeah, it feels a bit problematic some of the things, and the show is just not good. Okay, so back in 2020, right, when the presidential campaign for the United States was going on, I remember Joe Biden said something along the lines of, "If you don't vote for me, you're not black." Okay, now I'm not trying to get into politics here. Look, without context though, let's take it without any context, right? Sounds pretty bad and fucked up, right? All right. Now, it's kind of the same situation here. It's kind of like these people are saying, if you don't like this show, if you don't agree with the show, and if you don't fit into these stereotypes, or you just like, if you don't like this show, you're not queer. Like that's kind of like what people are like kind of saying about this, and that's kind of a ridiculous argument. And then yeah. So overall, look, I think they're kind of a lot of fucking extremes, dude. Like a lot of people are getting butthurt and over like people who are criticizing the show, I guess, right? And to those people, I would like these are legitimate criticisms that have evidence to back it up. But like to those people who are getting kind of butthurt or offended by it, I mean, really on both sides, there's this exercise you should try doing. And basically, what you do is you open the door, walk outside. You probably haven't been outside in a while, mind you, right? And you squat down onto the ground, and you'll probably see some green stuff on the ground. It's not like toxic alien goo or anything like that. It's something called grass. And what you want to do is you want to put your hand down there and touch it. Yeah, and that's a good exercise. It really should help you out. Um, but yeah, look. Overall, I don't know what to say about Q-Force. I mean, we don't know yet, right? So the jury's still out on that, as far as I'm concerned, right? Um, but yeah, those are the different people's reactions to the new Q-Force series. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing. Leave a like on this video. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will talk to you all later.